Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Bowser. Today's video, guys, my updated Fortnite settings of chapter 3. These are the best settings that I think, and they include my double move. Start off with the Fortnite settings. First off, I play full screen. I normally play window full screen because I have a second monitor. I like to use that. It doesn't like flicker and like disappear when I click onto the other screen. Next, I cap my frame rate at 144. May say 120 down here, but that's just the HUD. Default resolution. I use Trobonobe 5. That's the best color bind, I think. I think it works really well. Brightness 150. Or you could use it 100%. That's completely up to you. And then what one you think is better. 3D resolution, I have it 100. I'm on performance mode. So these settings only apply if you're on PC, console. I have viewing distance medium, textures low, meshes low, mobile builds, desync off, show FPS, performance rendering. And then next is my settings. So I'm EU, so my ping is 10. Some days it's 10, some days it's 9. Toggle by sprint I have off. Sprint by default on. Sprint cancel reloading I have that off. Auto open doors I have that on. I highly recommend you have that on. That is so helpful. Hold to swap off. Toggle targeting off. Mark damage when targeting on. Auto pick up weapons off. My preferred item slots are shotgun as first slot, assault rifle second, utilities like fishing rods, harpoons third, consumables fourth and fifth. That's like fishes, minis, shield, big pots, flashes. Auto sort consumables to the right, so instead of your consumables being up where number 1, when you press number 1 they go to 5 and 6. That's good to have on as well. Reset build choice I have that on. Disable pre-edits I have on. That can come in handy in tournaments. If you want to put that on, you can make a preset edit. Turbo building I have on. Confirm edit on release I have on, because I find it so much easier to double edit and triple edit. When you're in a sticky situation, you want to get out of somewhere really quick, you don't have to press F or your edit button twice. You can just do it. You press it once and it confirms it. So then I have invert view off. Invert airborne controls off. Turbo deleting creative mode I have that on. NVIDIA highlights I don't have any of them. I don't have a NVIDIA graphics card, so I can't use that. Tap to search I have that on. Official lightning I don't have any supported devices. I don't even know what devices it supports. Record replays I have on, but I suggest to turn that off because it gives you better performance. Next is the game UI, or aka HUD. HUD scale 75 I have everything on, including net debug stats, so that shows you your ping. I suggest that to be on. If you're on Windows, if you're using DirectX 11 or DirectX 12, there'll be another setting here to show your input delay. I'm not using DirectX 11 or 12, so. And then this doesn't really appeal to keyboard and mouse, so we won't bother. Keyboard and mouse, my settings is 7.7. I've only recently just changed it to 7.7. I find that's a really good sense. 50-50 for both. I have lock input method as mouse, so I use double movement. My sound settings, main 100%, sound effects 60, dialogue 60, voice chat 100%, cinematics 60, picture in picture 60, sound quality low. You have it on high. The pump when the pumps come back, they don't sound that good, so I have it on low. 3D headphones I have off. That only works if you have 3D headphones. I know mine are, but I don't like it. Background notifications only. Subtitles, blah, I don't know. Visual sound effects, that's a big one. I highly recommend you use visual sound effects, as now everyone uses visual sound effects, so there's no point not using it. Audio output, I use my headphones, of course. Voice chat I have between on and off in certain things. Push to talk I have on. Voice chat input is default. It's normally my Blue Snowball microphone. Voice chat output is normally default, will be your headphones. Voice channel game, blah blah blah. Controller, don't need to really worry. and then we get to here. So as you can see, I have no movement. I have that off because I use double movement, so I don't need to worry about that. I don't have an auto run or sprint key because it's not really that useful to me. Fire, normal buttons as you can see, and then I've changed the weapon slots. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 in Z and X because I use a small keyboard at 60%. So Z and X is quite close to W, A, S and D. And then we got my builds. So to crouch while building is left control, and then wall Q, E, C, and then I use a mouse button on my mouse for my roof. Straps, T, so that's basically for metal walls and that sort of stuff. Place buildings is mouse button, left mouse button. Repair buildings, I don't really bother using that. Rotate builds is tab. You should really set that to a different key, but I use tab. Change building material is M, and then building edit is F. And I also have scroll reset. Scroll reset don't work anymore, so if you've had it in previous chapters, I would suggest to keep it. Don't bother deleting it, because for the new players that are coming to keyboard and mouse, you won't be able to use it because they stopped it from working. If you're at it previous seasons, it will still work. Crouch while editing is left control, select build mouse, and then I don't really use any of these other things here. That's pretty much it for my Fortnite settings. Now we're going to get into my Keys2x settings. I recently just went back to Keys2x. So here are my Keys2x settings. You can copy these if you want to. I'll also leave my config down below so you can just import my config. So I use strafing at 2000. I use diagonal up at 10,500. I use Diag Down at 20,000. I find this really helps. This does help a lot. Rooting is okay, but I find with rooting, if you load up Fortnite before you turn on rooting, you can't use double movement. So I went back to Keys2x and I find this better. There's also a new version of Keys2x. I don't really like it. I think the old version is so much better. So if you guys do want to copy these, I will leave the config below. If you just want to copy these from the videos, you can. If you guys did enjoy this video, these are my updated Fortnite settings in chapter 3. Hope to see you guys in my next video. Peace.